Have you been looking for a simple and cost-effective way to make powder detergent? If yes, then this video is a fit for you. Now take a look at this. Can you see how foamy? Now this is exactly what you'll be learning. If you're interested, all you have to do is to watch this video to the end. Now without wasting much of your time, let's get down to business.
Welcome to the Naturally Gifty Vibe, trainer of thousands of smart entrepreneurs across the globe. From learning to create quality cleaning products, to building your brand, growing your business, and living your best DIY lifestyle. This is your calm corner for skills, beauty, health, and income. Welcome to the Naturally Gifty Vibe.
Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. In this video today, I'll be teaching you a simple and cost-effective way to make powder detergent. And to make this, here are all the requirements. Start by getting a mixing bowl, a spatula, and then move on to measure all the required chemicals. And then it's time for production. Now starting with the production, here I have the first ingredient, which is sodium carbonate, also known as soda ash. And after getting the soda ash, you'll be needing a tiny sieve. Yes, we need to sieve the soda ash to get rid of lumps. If you want your powder detergent to come out very smooth, it's important to sieve your ingredients. Now take a look at this. You can see the lumps, and that's exactly why you need to sieve it, and make sure you're using a tiny sieve. Now after that, go on and crush the lumps if necessary, but if it's too solid, you can just do without it and then move on to the next step. Now I'm just trying to crush the lumps, and after that I'll take it back to the sieve. It's important just to make sure you avoid any form of lumps in your detergent, especially if you're making this for commercial purpose. Now when you're done with that, the next thing you need is sulfonic acid. Now for the sulfonic acid, you're going to pour it into the soda ash and then mix it together. Now by now, I know you're wondering why we're mixing liquid with powder. If we are making powder detergent, why are we adding liquid? Now just pay attention to this and I will explain further. Now the major reason is to neutralize soda ash, which is sodium carbonate, in order to avoid the chemical reaction on the skin. Soda ash is highly alkaline, and some people also add caustic soda, which is highly alkaline. So when you combine the sulfonic acid and soda ash together, it will neutralize the soda ash, turning it into sulfonate salt, which is solid and suitable for powder detergent. So that's it, but please avoid adding too much sulfonic acid. If not, your detergent is going to be caking or sticky, and you don't want that. So at this point, I discovered that the bowl was too small, so I had to transfer it to a big one. And after mixing well, go ahead and add the next ingredient. The next ingredient I have here is STPP. Please make sure to always sieve, especially if you're making this for commercial purpose. It's important to sieve. Now this STPP is another essential ingredient you need when producing detergent. Now it will help to bind calcium and magnesium ions in hard water, and this will help to prevent hard water from interfering with detergent cleaning power. So if you want your detergent to work effectively, especially if you're making it for commercial purpose, always make sure to add STPP. And after adding the STPP, go on and mix it well. Now when it comes to mixing powder detergent, hand whisk is the best. Avoid using spatula. Always use a hand whisk. The one I'm using in the video is not even strong enough, so get something very strong that you can use to mix your detergent well. And after that, the next ingredient you need is SLS powder, which is one of the key ingredients and is the foaming agent. You can either use SLS powder or you can use Texapon, which is also known as SLES. Now if you're using Texapon, all you need to do is to wear a hand glove, because you can't do that with your whisk. So wear a hand glove to make sure you mix it very well with your hands. You need to mix it until it's fully combined. Then you can move on to the next process. And for the SLS powder, you can either buy SLS powder from the store, or you can use your SLS rice, grind it until it's very smooth. It needs to be very smooth. Then you can go ahead and add it into your detergent. So that's it. Now moving on, the next ingredient you need is sodium bicarbonate, also known as baking soda. Adding baking soda is totally optional, but it helps to improve the overall performance of your detergent. Like, it adds value to this. It will help to improve the quality of your detergent. So yeah, in as much as it's something you can do without, It is also important to add it as it can help to improve the quality of your powder detergent, especially if you're making it for commercial purpose. You can make your research to know more purpose about adding baking soda to your powder detergent. Now, the next ingredient I have here is EDTA, ethylene diamine tetracetic acid. Now, in this bowl, I'll be combining EDTA, sodium sulfate, which is what I just added now. And after combining the EDTA and sodium sulfate, I will add a little bit of sodium chloride. And after that, mix it together and then add it into your mixture. Now, just in case you're wondering why we're adding EDTA. Now, EDTA will help to stabilize the formulation by preventing unwanted chemical reaction caused by metal ions during storage. And also, it helps to boost the effectiveness of other ingredients like STPP, soda ash, to improve overall detergent performance. So it's very good to add EDTA. Now, adding sodium sulfate is also important. It helps to keep the detergent free, reducing caking and lumps formulation. It also helps to increase the volume and weight of your detergent. So that makes it very important. Now, for the sodium chloride, adding sodium chloride is totally optional. You just need to add a little bit of amount if you want to add. Now, this is to help stabilize the detergent, and also it helps to prevent clumping in your detergent. So yeah, you can add it if you want to. And after that, the next thing you need is fragrance. And for this fragrance, please do not use a high concentrated oil-based fragrance to avoid stickiness. So just add the fragrance and then go on and mix well. And at this point, our detergent is ready. But to add more beauty, you can add color sparkles. But if you don't have color sparkles, you can just grate some colored bar soap into this. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. So just get a grater and just do any color you want. You can do blue, pink, yellow, any color is good. Yeah, so I'm doing pink and yellow. Yeah, that's it. So after that, I'm just going to mix it well. Yeah, it will add more beauty to this. Now, if you're making this for commercial purpose, it's important to get a very tiny scraper. That way the bar soap won't come out too chunky. So after that, you mix it well and voila, to come out very perfect and beautiful. Now, the next thing we're going to do here is to check the pH of this detergent. How are we going to do this? So I'm just going to take a little amount of the detergent, pour it into water, and then I mix it well by stirring this. Now, earlier on, I spoke about the benefit of adding sulfonic acid when making powder detergent, and this is it. If you make your powder detergent and it's too alkaline, it's going to be very sensitive to the skin, which is not good. So adding that sulfonic acid will also help to neutralize the alkalinity level of soda ash and STPP. Now, after mixing it well, I'm going to check it with pH paper tester. Then we can check the pH to know if this is safe for use. Now, the perfect pH for powder detergent is between 9 to 10.5. And this is what I have here. Let's check it. And what I have here is about 9.5, around 10. Yeah, 9.5, almost 10, which is perfect for powder detergent. And now it's time to check the foaming power, the foaming ability of our powder detergent. So I'm just going to use this particular one that I mixed. Then I'll pour it into a bowl, pour in water, and then let's check the foaming ability of this detergent. Now take a look at this. Isn't this powerful? Can you see how foamy? I actually went ahead to use this and wash my hand towel, and honestly it foamed really well. So if you want to go into business, if you want to start a detergent business, this is a go-to option. It is cost effective, like you're going to make enough profit from this if you follow exactly all the steps that I've given in this video. So you can see it turned out really perfect and I love it. So that's it. Now, after producing your powder detergent, it's important to allow it to rest before marketing. Yes, just the same way you allow your bar soap to cure before marketing, it's important to allow your detergent to cure before marketing. You can leave it for like 3 days to 1 week before you start marketing. And this is to help it stabilize before marketing. So that's it. Now when you're done making your detergent, go on and package it with anything you can package it with. You can use a nylon, you can use a plastic container, an airtight container, and after that, voila, you're good to go. It's time to make money. So friend, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you just joined me for the first time, my name is Gift and I'm super excited to have you here. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first to watch my next video. And at the end of this video, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. And don't also forget to share this video to your friends. And now to my beautiful, wonderful and amazing Gift team. Thank you for being here. God bless you. So friend, I'll see you in my next video. But before then, stay blessed and keep loving one another. Bye friend.